Yes, and we also have another good person here, a very special guest who will give us an extra burst of energy to get through this summer heat.
Are you curious as to who it is? Well, we're also very excited to meet this person.
Yes, this first guest for Simply Contour India Special is Indian singer-songwriter and producer Keshav.
Woo!
Woo! Hello, so nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, Jacob. Hello to everyone who's watching live right now.
Aww.
Thank you so much. Yes, we're joined by fans around the world, and we're so excited to have you.
Yes, welcome to Simply Contour. Were you surprised when we contacted you?
Of course, man. I was stoked. I was blown away when I got a call from Simply Contour, a team, to be a part of this wonderful show. You know, it's a big thing for me, and I'm so glad that you guys are doing an episode on India. And just because there are so many K-pop fans here in India, and I myself am a K-pop fan, so yeah, I feel so honored to represent my country here. Yeah.
Well, it's our pleasure to have you with us, and it's so great to have you with us. So thank you so much for coming. You said you're a K-pop fan, so I'm sure you had some time to think about this. But when you hear Korea, what comes to your mind first?
So every time I hear the word Korea, I think a lot of different kinds of art forms, they start popping up in my head because I've been fascinated with the Korean music and Korean drama lately. So yeah.
Ooh, a lover of Korean music and dramas. Glad to hear it. You said there were tons of K-pop fans in India. How is the Hallyu wave there right now?
The Hallyu wave here in India is on a roll. I mean, it's growing day by day, and people in India are just so much in love with the Korean art forms here, from listening to K-pop music to watching Korean dramas. I mean, almost every Indian youngster is actually aware of what's happening there in Korea and the Korean music industry, actually. Yeah.
Oh, that is so incredible to hear, and it'd be amazing and wonderful to be able to see that for ourselves one day once the situation gets better. And as one of the people who are helping K-pop grow in India, can we ask who your favorite K-pop singers are?
There are uncountable favorites of mine, but on the top of my list is BTS. Like many of my fellow Indians, I am a fan of BTS's work and BTS's music. And one of my all-time favorite K-pop songs is Euphoria by Jungkook by
That's
BTS.
a good one.
Love that song.
And it's always there on my go-to playlist, you know. And an interesting thing that I released my version of Euphoria a couple of years ago on my YouTube, and the Indian K-pop fans loved it then.
Hey, we have a rule here on Simply Contour. If you introduce a little snippet of a song, you actually have to sing a snippet. So if you don't mind, would you like to sing us Euphoria?
Sure. I mean, I have the piano with me.
Oh, hey, fellow piano player.
I mean, I'm not very fluent with Korean, but I'll try my best.
All right, let's hear it.
Take my hands now. You are the cause of my euphoria. Close the door now. When I'm with you, I'm in utopia.
Wow, that was absolutely so beautiful. Your voice is, wow, like honey. We feel like we're in
Thank you
euphoria
so
right
much.
now. Oh no, thank you so much for that beautiful performance.
How to play piano like you.
Okay, and other than covering songs, you've also been working on a wide range of songs as a young musician. And your recent release, Rute Saya, was especially dreamy. Would you be able to introduce it to us?
Yes, Rute Saya is my latest release, and it's really close to my heart just because I've been learning Indian classical music for, I think, the past 15 years almost. So I have always wanted to do something with Indian instruments, the Indian vibe, the Indian elements. So I decided to create Root Hai Saiyan, and it has a lot of Indian vibe, and it's just really close to my heart.
Well, I really love hearing traditional instruments being blended with modern music. And once again, we have a rule: if you introduce a song, you gotta sing us a little snippet. So would you mind giving us a little bit of...
Of course.
Woo, can't wait.
I'll sing 2 lines of Root Hai Saiyan for you guys. रातें अधूरी लगने लगी हैं, तू जो खफा है पिया, देखूं सिरहाने में ना तू ना सांसें, लागे ना मोरा जिया, रूठे हैं सयामों से कैसे मनाऊं, फाके जो खोया हमने क्या मैं बताऊं, दिल पे जो बीती है क्या समझाऊं, हर एक पल बिन तेरे कैसे बिताऊं.
Oh my goodness.
That's such a beautiful song.
You said you were in the army.
Thank you
Well,
so
my
much,
heart is
guys.
butter and it has just melted.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Wow. And after listening to that especially, I would really love to get to know more about iPop. Would you be able to introduce some Indian musicians or music for us and our viewers who are new to iPop?
That's an interesting question because a lot of people around the globe, they don't know about iPop yet. But I think there are 2 kinds of music in India. Firstly is the Indian vibe, the Indian root music. And secondly is the growing iPop music that's growing like on a very fast rate, you know.
Right.
So earlier this year, I released my debut iPop English song that's called I Miss You Now.
Oh, congrats.
And this July, I'm taking it to the world, introducing iPop to the world from my side. And I'm collaborating with 5 different artists from 5 different countries.
dang.
One of the artists is from Korea. Her name is Lane, and the song will be out soon. So I hope you guys stay tuned and watch out for it.
For sure. You know what, sir? Your passion just exudes the screen. I can feel your passion for music all the way from here. It's amazing. We will definitely be on the lookout for it. But since we're on the topic of India, we absolutely cannot leave out Bollywood. We heard that you also work on music for the films. What was your most memorable experience working on film music?
So I've been a lover of Bollywood since my childhood, and in 2019 I got a chance to work on one of the biggest films of Bollywood that's called Sadak 2, and the whole experience was so memorable. It was so wholesome. I got to work with some of the most talented artists from India and some of the best sound engineers from all over the world. So it was an overwhelming experience. I will always cherish those moments.
Oh man,
Well,
I'm sure they'd
sound-
say the same about you too.
Yes, and that sounds like quite the experience. But your work doesn't just stay in India. For the past several years, you've held live shows all over the world. Have you ever performed in Korea before?
No, actually not yet. But let me tell you that Korea is on top of my list. And as soon as I get a chance after this COVID thing, I'll want and I'll wish to travel to Korea and perform for the Korean people there, because I've heard that the Korean people, they make an amazing audience, and I just can't wait to witness that.
Oh,
So
man.
Korea is on my checklist. Watch out for it.
Well, Jacob and I will be waiting for VIP passes. So, and India is also on our checklist as well. But before we say goodbye, is there anything you'd like to say to our Simply Contour viewers?
First of all, I'm so glad to be here. And secondly, to all the people watching this right now, it was such an honor to be here and perform on the Simply Contour show and share my stories, my thoughts, and my music with you guys. You guys are awesome. And thank you, Kevin and Jacob, for having me and being such wonderful hosts. So, yeah, also, I would like to say that I have a lot of new music coming out. So if you guys have not yet followed me, just go follow me everywhere at Keshav Tyohar and stay tuned, check my music out. So thank you, stay safe, peace out.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. This man is just so passionate about what he does. It's amazing to see. Thank you so much for your time today. And we'll be rooting for you on your journey and looking out for your new music. We'll see you again later.
Thank you. Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Bye.
Oh man.
Bye.
You can can tell when people have old souls, and I think he definitely has an old soul I'd like to meet sometime.